Alright, welcome back everybody to Valkyria Chronicles. We're going to do Mulberry Shore. Always fun, the Mulberry Shore. Go down to Mulberry Avenue. Have a good Mulberry day, I guess. Not really sure, actually.
Everybody gather round. I've got our orders. The target is on Gallia's northern coast.
Indeed.
The enemy's entrenched along the shore flanking the industrial region up north. Squad 7 has been given one of their camps at Marbury to suppress.
Certainly be useful if we can take out the manufacturing plant.
There's nothing there but big cliffs and open sand.
As you approach the cliffs, the beach slopes up steeply.
This is apparently a beach landing. But don't worry, we're not going to worry about the amphibious landing craft.
That said, they've lined the cliffside with gunnery to combat incoming foot soldiers.
Yeah, we'll get mowed down pretty good.
Bullets running across an open beach with nothing for cover. Boss, I may be catty, but I ain't got 9 lives here.
Ain't got 9 lives here.
Stop your complaining. We're soldiers, Rosie. Ain't no such thing as a safe mission. Dangerous
yeah,
not,
but usually soldiers don't like to jump into suicide missions either.
I know that, all right?
You're right. If we just charge in, you'll be facing a hailstorm of bullets.
Welkin, any more brilliant ideas for another of your crazy plans?
Sorry, but I don't have any silver bullets for this one.
Without either a Navy or Air Force,
blind the enemy while we advance.
It'll be very difficult to advance with only ground units.
Blind them.
This is just great.
Come on, let's stay positive about this. Tomorrow's the Feast of All Spirits.
Combat on the feast, huh? We sure got some kind of luck, don't we?
Feast of All Spirits, you say?
Now won't help anything. Let's just do what we can.
If we could. They may not need 9 lives. ... Chapter
2? Or Part 2?
Somebody said tomorrow's the feast, right? I forgot all about it this year.
Hey now, do you guys even know the reason for this holiday?
I do not.
Reason? It's the day you give presents to the guy you like, ain't it?
What day is that in Japan? That's White Day, I think.
Yes,
Or no, that's Valentine's Day. White Day is the one where the guys return the favors.
The Feast of All Spirits is the day all the spirits in Gallia share their love. They say the practice of giving gifts to those you love came from that belief.
Hooray!
Back in the day, people gave presents to everyone important to them, not just lovers.
Not just your lover.
Bingo! Give the man a prize. For a big grizzly bear, you sure know your stuff.
He's not big enough to be a grizzly bear.
How gracious of you to say. Though I like to think I'm more of a teddy bear.
I agree with that. You're more of a teddy bear than a grizzly bear.
Largo, Rosie, may I have a moment?
Sure. I'm surprised to see you in the lounge. What's up?
I made you friendship dolls.
Did you accept these gifts?
This is from before.
These dolls are Darks and good luck charms. I wanted to give them.
Well, they weren't very good luck for a little girl, were they? It's hard to believe considering how poorly Rosie, and to a lesser degree, Largo has treated her.
Why to us?
I've always wanted to be your friend, from the first day. We may have
That
had our
idealism
share of
is rubbing off on you.
But you've helped me more than I can say. I'd like to use the feast as an opportunity to grow a little closer to both of you.
I see. You know, seeing Fausen gave me a lot to think about.
True.
Plus, I've been wanting to talk to you for a while now, too.
I think this is a form of an apology.
For being so young, you got some perspective. Still a little bullheaded, though. Thanks for the lucky charm. And for coming out here, Isara.
Largo, thank you so much.
Largo's very good at this. Rosie, not so much.
Rosie, you ain't a kid here. Quit being so damn stubborn already.
You shut it. Look, I got no need for presents from dark hairs, okay?
She's got a little too much pride in her.
I understand. I'm sorry. I'll be on my way now.
They say that pride is the root of all sins.
Yeah, I think I'm done too.
Look, I know you've been wanting to apologize. Just out and say it already, damn it.
Look, shut up. I know, okay? I know, but
You have a very bad way of doing it.
I can't just change overnight. I'm not that big a person.
Perhaps you should grow then. Meanwhile, our main characters...
It's just too open. We need some kind of plan.
Welcome.
Hello.
What happened to you? You're covered in dirt, Alicia.
There are.
Yeah. Funny story about that.
I was digging in some
Anyway,
mud.
I've got something I want to show you.
Found a worm.
Come see. Look real close at my hands.
Uh-oh. Butterfly.
You found a mottled vagabond. They're migratory butterflies, but they shouldn't be in Gallia at this time of year.
True.
It's pretty rare then?
Very.
They call it a vagabond because it never stays in one place.
They're hard to find.
I've tried to hunt one down more than once before, but I never had any luck.
Then you like it?
Absolutely. Thank you, Alicia.
I like how Alicia's much better at giving presents
You still
than
gotta tell me how you
Welkin is.
found it. I'm amazed.
Me and Hans caught it.
She very much has an idea of what appeases
You
him
and
or
Hans?
what he likes,
Wait, is all that
and
dirt?
she finds a way to gift him
I've never
in a
been
unique
bug
way.
hunting before. I got a little mud plastered.
True.
I mean, tomorrow's the Feast of All Spirits. I wanted to get you something you'd like. I brainstormed on what you might like best, and this is what I finally came up with.
It's a nice, well thought out gift that is specific to the person that you're giving the gift to, and is something that he did not necessarily ask for and or didn't need, like a pair of pants. If you have a big hole in your pants, you might get someone a replacement pair of pants. Or if they have a favorite shirt or a favorite whatever and they lose it or it gets broken, that would be a good gift idea. This is a heartfelt gift idea.
Wow. Thank you.
Not the most romantic gift ever, but it
Playing a
seemed
little
right for
thick
you.
there, honey.
You went to all that trouble for me? Thank you, Alicia.
I'm
happy I got to see such a rare specimen, but I'm even happier at the sentiment.
there it is. He's happy to see the rare specimen, but he's even happier that she took the time to try and find it for him.
Really?
Yeah. Thank you.
Welkin? ... They say if you give a present to the guy you like on the feast, things will go well for you. I hope things go well for the two of us. I mean...
Huh? Me too.
Aww. That's adorable. Normally in an anime you would get like a, I hope that everything goes well for our squad as well. Like the completely, you missed the point. But this was a lot more, we're actually going to lay it out for you so you can't get confused.
Isara, I don't think Rosie really meant to hurt you.
No, I know that, Mr. Zaka. But I
You're
do
far more
wonder if
understanding
dreams
than
of a
I.
future in which we're all equal will only bring pain.
No, don't get impatient on me. Getting close to somebody takes time, Isara. People don't just change overnight. That said, nothing in this world doesn't change.
I recently have been thinking about that since it's an election year. People often say, the world isn't like it used to be. It's, it's worse. There's so much more terrible things than there was. And I don't really know what age they're comparing it to, because certainly I could tell you that this age is more peaceful. From my perspective, it's more peaceful as an American than it was during post 9/11. However, I wouldn't say it's nearly as peaceful as maybe the 90s when I was growing up, but that was probably because I wasn't aware of what was going on in the world at that point, sort of living in a blissful ignorance to it. Though I was aware that we were sort of living in a what's the right word I want to use? We're living in a post-Soviet or a Soviet collapse world. But we weren't really concerned about the Russians, at least at that point, or we were less concerned about them. Anyways, China really hadn't had its takeoff as they have had economically, so it wasn't really a threat from them. I know that in the 80s and early 90s we felt threatened by the Japanese because their economy seemed so strong and vibrant that they might rise again as a power, but now we're not really concerned about that. Sort of like if China were to suddenly, I wouldn't say come back to Earth, but say they were to sort of level off in terms of their expansion, their growth. We might not be as threatened by, say, China's economic growth if they were more on a level plane, like they weren't going up and up and up and up, and they were sort of just leveling out, or they were having the same up and downs of the rest of the world. But then we might look to, say, another emerging area, maybe India or somewhere, feel threatened if suddenly they were to jump up suddenly and have a lot of economic growth and feel like that they might become another world power to... Anyways, so I'm getting away from my point, but what Zaka says is true on both ends. On the one hand, as if you're a conservative or you're someone who doesn't really like a lot of change, you'll look back on the last 10 or 15 years or however long back you want to look, and you say the world has changed so much. It's all of this is so different. It's so foreign from what it was 10 years ago or 15 years ago. And that's true, because the world's constantly evolving, it's constantly changing. And on the exact same side, on the opposite side of this argument, you can see Isara kind of looking to the future and to a day where, just because her hair color is dark, that she would be able to be treated as an equal along with the other people, because we would get past a long-standing prejudice against people of a particular hair color or location or whatever, and started to live in more of a peaceful and harmony. And she's just not seeing the change fast enough. And she's sort of concerned by that because she's worried it'll never change. And on the other hand, like I said, Zaka's saying it is changing. It's not changing as fast maybe as you'd like, but the world will always continue to change. It will never stay static.
Yes, I know. Even if slowly, change will happen.
Exactly. So don't let it get you down. She's just worked up over tomorrow's operation.
Tomorrow's op. Oh, that's right. I need to speak with Welks about the plan.
I have a plan.
What plan? You come up with a solution for those guns?
If we modify something I've been developing, it may provide our ground troops protection. I'll go speak with Welks about it now. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye? Hey, Isara. And she's gone. Those two really are siblings. They get into something and they're in their own world.
True. So we're not going to give away exactly what they talked about quite yet, but we'll mention it, I think, in this upcoming discussion. So here's the plan.
Hey, boss. We Got a plan today?
Well, Isara and I came up with a little something last night.
Speaking of, Isara still isn't here, is she? I apologize for being late. Welks, it's done.
You finished in time.
Hooray.
Yes, these smoke rounds should help keep our foot soldiers safe from fire.
So she came up with a smoke round to essentially create a smoke screen for the troops, so even if you wanted to target them down, you still wouldn't 100% know where they are.
Smoke
He's a bit of a
rounds?
genius in terms of the
A
way
new type of
warfare
tank cannon
currently
rounds.
is.
They don't do any damage, but they create a smoke screen. If we run through those, we'll be able to move without being sighted.
And you just finished them now? So you didn't sleep at all last night, huh?
That would be correct.
The Sevens are like my family. Alicia, Rosie, Largo, Mr. Zaka, Welks, little Hans too.
Nobody else because they aren't main characters, but yeah, I'm sure the whole sevens sort of indicates everybody.
I don't want... None of you can die. If those smoke screens can protect you even a little, it'll be well worth it.
Hooray.
Isara, you...
Nice going, kiddo. With these things, we'll be practically invisible.
Yeah, this battle just got a lot less scary. Thanks, Isara.
All right, let's get ready. Squad 7, move out!
Yep, so at it, we are going to move on to the battle. So we're going to do 4A now. And then the rest of this should just be cutscenes.
Here is a brief on the task at hand.
Enemy is entrenched behind the hefty defense along the top of the sheer rock face. Your only path to the enemy lies across this beach. You'll begin at this entry point and work your way up towards the enemy camps. Your objective is to occupy the enemy base camp, climb the slopes leading up to from the water, and make a beeline for the camp. There are two things to look out for along the way. One is the enemy machine gun emplacements along the coast. Use your tank as a shield and keep the smoke screen rounds coming if you want to arrive in one piece. Second issue is the concrete defensive bunkers that lie beyond the crest of that slope. They're incredibly resilient to attack and may take quite some time to take out. It'll slow you down. They do have a weakness, though. You can do major damage to them by attacking the gun at the front of the rear doors. They have well-packed stores of Ragnite fuel out back, so a well-placed gunshot should be able to set it off. Your shock troopers class up to elites by now. You can also use their flamethrowers to take them down. Flamethrowers are also effective against crouching foes. Keep that in mind as you plan your attack. Nifty, huh? Nope. So we're gonna add our buddies, Alicia. On this side, we're gonna go Cherry. I think we should go Rosie to this side. And Largo. You can be in the back. Need a person. Where'd you, I guess? I'm not gonna bring a sniper in yet on this mission. If need be, I will retreat one of my guys. There's a base not far up from where I start out. I can probably bring him in then. Ice, you get to be in. We'll bring Ayaka as well. And that leaves one more slot open, which we'll give to... I guess I could leave that open for right now, but what we'll do is... bring you. Alright, let's deploy.
Now, let's begin the operation. I'm confident victory is within reach.
So we'll have to take a look, see what the map looks like, and then make our figure it out from
the
here.
Imperial shoreline defenses. Squad 7, move out.
This map's a bit of a U. And I don't think I can move the Edelweiss after a certain point. Like, it essentially gets trapped.
Very sure. There really isn't any cover at all out here.
Welks, aim the smoke rounds at the ground or at objects, not at the enemy.
Yeah.
That should spread the smoke screen around that area.
You basically want to put the smoke screen in an area right before where the line of machine guns are.
That's
and
right.
that
This is our
will
first
basically
dock with you,
keep
Saka.
them out of the line of fire.
Wouldn't miss it. Now let's go sock one to the Empire.
Yay! Saka's joining us, hooray!